ay, Facebook. Please stop cutting me off. Cray cray. Hopefully y'all get back on. We'll tilt you down and keep working so you can watch it later. It did tell me when I tried to post it that it will be deleted after 30 days. So, Ron, you let me know if people get back on, please. Okay, we've done the eyebrows. Number 7, we're going to do her nose. So we're going to start up just a little bit from the inside of the corner of her eye. And I'm going to make just a little line. And I'm going to come down kind of slightly curved on both sides. Okay. And then I'm going to make like a little parentheses on this side and a parentheses on this side. And kind of bring them in with a little upside down parentheses in the middle.
And a few people coming back.
Okay. Thank y'all for coming back. You never know what they're going to do. All right, so we have our little curved lines for our nose. Long, skinny nose. And then a little parentheses on each side and an upside down parentheses in the middle. Okay? Oh, we need to go back and put some eyelashes on our eyes. So let's make the eyelashes just kind of start and go up a little bit over that crease we made. And y'all know how to make eyelashes. They're just slightly curved. I think I did 6 on that one. So I'll try to do 6 on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we got our eyes. And right here in this little corner, she actually made a little triangle. I don't know why, just because it's something to do. Because remember, we're doodling. We're having fun. Okay. Now we're going to do her big lips. Okay. So we're going to come down from her nose a little bit. And we're going to, right below where we made that little upside down parentheses for her nose, we're going to do the same thing for her mouth, but a little bit bigger. Okay. A little bit wider for her mouth. And then we're going to do a pointy lip, upper lip up that way, and a pointy lip down the other side. And connect the two with a straight line, or reasonably straight. Now this side goes out a little bit further on my lips, so let me bring this one out just a tad bit further. Okay? And then right in the center of this lip divider, just shade in just a little bit. It's going to look almost like her mouth is open a little bit, okay? And then we're going to start in the corner and kind of curve a line down just slightly for her lower lip. We're going to go across. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. She's got some sexy pouty lips right there going on. Okay. All right. So we have her face. Now this side of my face is kind of bothering me a little bit. So I'm going to go back and erase just a little bit. We're not trying to go for perfection, but she looked a little bit wumpy jawed. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line, a curved line, just to arch right above her eyebrows, just slightly, and just kind of, you see how I'm just kind of doing it a little bit at a time, and I'm going to bring it down right next to this eyebrow on the right side, and then I'm going to draw a straight line up, and I'm going to connect it back over. This can be like a hat. It could also be another space to journal. You could also go in and do Zentangle on this whole thing if you wanted to. You could also take magazine pieces and cut out and put in like her eyebrows, her hat, even her face if you wanted to, whatever you wanted to do. Okay? Now, start from this.
Frozen.
I am. Well, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, good.
Okay. From this eyebrow, go straight out with a line. And from the middle of this line we just made right here, the straight line down. They're not going to be even. They're not going to be level. That's okay. And then we're going to draw kind of a rectangle. Okay, we're going to come down this side. Am I still frozen on yours?
No, you're going.
And I'm going to come
refreshed
down on this side. We're making like a box, a rectangular box, because this is going to be space that we can doodle in as well. Now, we're going to kind of curve this over because, again, we're trying to almost make it look like a little hat instead of just a box. Actually, you know what? I don't want this curve. I don't want this to come up because I've got to put something else above there. So I think I'm just going to keep extending this line down. Okay, so now she's got a wonky hat on. See? Okay. Now, let's take our pencil and do a half moon in the center just to come right up to the top of the page. Okay? Well, she's going to have a feather in her cap. Come back over here to where we came out on this line right here. Actually, you know what? Let's extend this a little bit. I should have made this part longer because I need to. I want to make this box come down, okay? Okay, so we're going to take that down there, and then we're going to make our little line across, and our line connected it. Now I'm going to go back to the inside of this hat, this bottom line of the hat, and I'm going to come straight down, or reasonably straight down, not all the way. Whoop, got a little crooked right there. And I'm going to go straight across to her neck, her skinny little neck. Okay? Now, back up here, I'm going to draw a rectangle coming from the top of the page. Maybe about 2 inches wide at the most. And across the top, I'm going to do little swirls like this to look like one of those notebooks, you know, that has the little rings around it. So this will look like a little notebook.
A spiral notebook?
Spiral notebook. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So, I got the little spiral there.
Maria Chapman says, hello, sweet girl.
Hello, sweet sister. Okay, now just make some lines like it's a spiral notebook.
Tony McGee says, hi, Lisa.
Hey, Tony. We're doodling. I hope y'all will get your pencil and paper and do it with us. You can make these into a journal. Then on the top, I'm just going to write the word notes. You don't have to. But that's what I'm going to do. It's going to say notes.
And you can just sketch on the back of an envelope or anything if you don't have paper handy.
Okay, so we got that. Now, down here on her face, I want you to erase just a little bit of that line, and we're going to do another rectangle right here. This is going to be another journal space. Or you can doodle in it. You can put a magazine cut out flower. You can paint in it. Whatever. This is totally up to you, okay? Now, up here...
Says, for some reason, you are freezing.
Well, I'm still live on mine.
You're still working on mine until you froze occasionally, but...
I'm sorry, y'all. That's what happens when I do it inside.
Actually, it shows you drawing the same line over and over and over again.
Well, on mine, I'm still fine. Okay, so now I'm just drawing long rectangular boxes up here at the top. Again, journal spaces. They can be different sizes. We're not measuring anything.
Now it's frozen. You were in a loop, now you're frozen.
Still live on mine.
You're still in a loop.
Okay. So we got 3 little journal spots right there. We could put some more down here if we wanted to. Let's put this is also a good place, like if you're doing a Bible study or if you do a daily Bible verse, you could put your daily Bible verse here and any notes that maybe you got a revelation on. Okay, on mine, I'm still going.
You're still in a loop on mine. I'm going to have to start over.
And I'm going to put some lines in here, y'all. Don't have to. You're the artist. You're in charge. You do what you want to do.
I had to refresh to get mine back going, so some people may have to refresh.
Yeah, if you're frozen, just refresh and see if it'll come back.
Debbie Norman says hi.
Hey, Debbie.
Marie Chapman says your snow video was beautiful.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to make this line a little darker just so y'all can see it better. And like I said in my journal, I will go back and make it darker with a Sharpie. You could also go back and do your background. You could do your background in paints. You could do your background in markers, crayons, magazine pieces that you cut out and do a collage. You could do a napkin if you wanted to.
You could do a pastel watercolor first and then do this on top of it.
Yes, you could. That would work better on some watercolor paper, but you could do it that way. I'm just darkening these so you all can see better.
Is she part Egyptian of a pyramid?
I'm not sure what she is really, to be honest.
I think I saw her in King Tut's tomb.
You did? She shouldn't have been in his tomb. That's not good. And then I want to, you know what? I don't like her neck this skinny. That's bothering me. I'm going to make her neck a little bit wider. Okay? Now, she looks like she can hold that big old long head of hers up better. Okay, so let me turn this around and show you what I have. Okay? So, what Lindy did on her page when she put this in her journal was she put in this square right here, Art Wellness Collaborative. She put the date and what it was that she did. Oops, sorry. What it was that she did. So that when she referred back to it, or people said, hey, can you show me that lindoodle you did on the 13th? She can look back in her journal and see it dated. I always think it's a good idea to date your work and to sign your work. Because long after we're gone, somebody may find it and go, oh, look what my grandmother did, or grandfather, or whoever. Isn't that weird? Isn't that cute? Or whatever they say. So I'm just darkening these lines. You know, when you're sketching, you want to go kind of light because it's a lot easier to erase. And then once you get it like you want it, you can go back and darken it. Okay?
Susie
And
Zane is watching.
hey, Susie. So of course I got what you call it on the side of my hand. So I was smearing it all over. Okay, so you can tell that nothing is in proportion. Her face is not in proportion. Her eyes are not the same. Her brows are not the same. I don't care. This was just a fun way to mindlessly do something to kind of get your mind off of what's going on around you. Maybe you get in a slump like I do sometimes where I'm just like, I cannot come up with an idea to craft. My creative juices are not flowing. I can't do it. That's okay. And like I said, you could even Zen doodle or Zen tangle around this. If you weren't here at the first, let me show you my Zen tangle I did with my name, and then I'll show you. Robbie, can you hand me this one on top over here? So the other day I was just sitting there fiddling around doing nothing, and I thought, okay, I'll write my name in cursive with kind of some blocks. And then I'll just fill it in with Zentangle things. You can look up Zentangle on YouTube. You can look up patterns, pictures of Zentangle on the internet. This is one I did while we were in Cancun last time. And I just fiddled, just piddling. Instead of just sitting idle while we were sitting out at the beach, I started it. We were watching boats go by, and so I started a Zentangle. So I can use this. I could even put this on the other side of my one I did today. And on the back of these two black and whites that I'm doing in my journal that I haven't finished. So this is just fun stuff that anybody can do. Throw me some hearts if you did it along with me. See, here's some patterns I got off the internet for Zentangle. Throw me some hearts. Here's the other patterns that I showed that Linda used. And if you didn't do it with me, I hope you'll go back and watch the replay and do it, because it's just fun. And if you want a copy of my little sketch that I did, that I put the numbers in for steps. I kind of got off that a little bit and did my own thing. So soon what we're going to be doing is my hat. I'm going to be working on my hat for Debbie Riggs' birthday. Y'all, I got this for $3.99 at a consignment, at a Goodwill that Rodney and I went to out of town. I gotta make this part stay down somehow.
Yeah, I was looking on Facebook. I saw a picture of me wearing that hat. Where did you get that?
Yeah, y'all, I posted it with Rodney yesterday. You brought it up here like that. So, I happen to know some things that Debbie likes. And I'm going to zhuzh it up. Thank you, Susie. I'm going to zhuzh it up. I've got feathers. I've got her favorite flowers. I've got some black and white check ribbon. And I've got some netting coming because I'm thinking about putting, and it just so happens, I forgot that I had this, that this was on top with the little dots in it, but the little netting I ordered on Amazon, because I kind of want to put some netting around the bottom, also has these. God wink. So, I need to make sure that, see how this is kind of, I need Rodney to help, MacGyver's got to help me figure out how to straighten it out. And then I got to ship it out there so it won't get all wrinkledy. But it's going to be fun. So we're going to do this on a live. We are also going, to paint, I've never done it, a jean jacket on a live. I have already drawn off my patterns that I did from scratch. So, on each one of these panels, there's going to be a cowboy boot, like this. And then I'm going to flip it on the other side and do it that way. And I've already done my designs on there. And then across the top of the boots, there's going to be a cowgirl hat that I've also drawn off. So I'm going to paint it, and then I'm going to bling it up. So that will probably be a multi-live doing that. So we're going to do that. We are going to do another journal page, not with the doodles. And what else did I have coming up? Start on Easter stuff. I didn't do much for Valentine's. I'm not all into Valentine's. I did a little bit, but we're going to start on some Easter stuff, some bunny rabbits. I've got one of those bunnies from Home Goods, so we're going to do that. Spritz it with water and stuff towels inside. Thank you, Sister Maria. I will do that. It's mostly just the little edge. I think the edge got folded up in my suitcase when we were coming home. So it's the brim. On one side it's down, and the other side it's up like a cowboy hat. So I will try that. Okay, so once again, here's this. Now you will notice on my pattern, I put like the date up here, And then I put snow day, whoop whoop. And then over here I put grocery list. I'm not going to do that in my journal. But that's just some ideas you could do. You could put it in your journal. But, you know, grocery list. You could put, like I said, favorite scriptures, something special that happens today. You could journal tonight. Paint it in, watercolor it in, marker it in, or just leave it in pencil. Things you want to remember that maybe somebody said something during the day, or a quote that you heard or read on the internet that you don't want to forget, put it in your journal or your calendar or whatever you have with you so that you can remember it, and then it helps to fill in your page. I wouldn't go back and Zentangle the outside of this page because I think it would be too busy. That I might do a little Zentangle, like maybe in her eyebrows. I might Zentangle them with some little patterns. I might do a little Zentangle around the edge of all the boxes to kind of zhuzh them up a little bit. You can even use stickles on here to give it a little something. In this book, I don't want to put a whole lot of 3D stuff because it won't be able to close. I'm not finished with the cover yet. I did this on the front and then this one on the back. And I bought this and put on the binding. I don't think I like it, so I'm gonna take it off and put some bling. But this was stencil. I stenciled this on first and the this on the back first. Then I used my wax, bear wax, and kind of waxed it down. I don't think I crackled. No, I didn't crackle. And then I had these images that I just tore out and put on here. I will be doing some stickles on the outside of this. So we may finish this up one day when we get ready to do another journal page. And then our jean jacket that I need to try. So that's all for today. So remember, I'm going to try once again on my page to make a post about the changes in the Book of Faces, and I will put in the comments. I will not put in my post my link to my page, but I will put it in the comments, okay? If I can get on. If not, please go to my personal page, Lisa Lanier, thank you Susie, -Seiler, Lanier -Seiler. It's on that page in the comments. And also on my Crafting and Cruising page, pinned to the top is my link tree, and there's also a post about my Telegram. Please, 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 if you're not on my Telegram list, please do that. That has nothing to do with, and so if anything happens to them, I can still get a hold of you. And if you haven't sent me your email address to put on a list in case I need to email everybody and let them know something has changed, please send that to me at craftandcruise@gmail.com. Spell out the word and. It's not craftin', it's craftandcruise@gmail.com. Vicki, hopefully you can go back and watch the replay and maybe it won't freeze. Okay, I love you guys. I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.